B is for books. One Sunday afternoon when I was probably 14, my mom introduced me to the original black and white movie version of Pride and Prejudice. She had seen it many times as she grew up and knew I would love it. She was right. We were on the same page then, both loving the romance of Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. As the movie came to an end, my mom motioned for me to sit tight and left the living room. She returned a few minutes later with a small, hard-covered version of Pride and Prejudice. As she placed her book in my hands, she said, "Now, meet the Bennets." I opened to the first page and Jane Austen took over. In Chapter 1, Mr. Bennet was so odd a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice that the experience of 23 years had been insufficient to make his wife understand him. And I began to fall in love with the real Elizabeth and her father, fellow book lovers in our club. Elizabeth seemed determined to live life authentically, true to her own set of values, inspired by her father and not by the fashion of the day. I loved her independence when it came to the handsome, rich, intelligent, and arrogant Darcy, a perfect role model for me. Over the years, I've returned a number of times to spend a week of my summer vacation with Elizabeth and her family, remembering that first time my mom placed her book in my hands. You know, I think I'm due for a return visit this summer, but first I have to cut down on blogging. B is for book.